Hello, I am Calvin Yan, president of our chapter. On behalf of myself and the other members of the executive board, I'd like to welcome you to the 2021 National Honor Society induction. Tonight, we have 89 new inductees who have proven themselves worthy of becoming a member of the Rockwood Summit chapter of the National Honor Society. We thank you all for joining us. I would like to continue by explaining the meaning of the National Honor Society emblem. The emblem of this society consists of a keystone and flaming torch. The keystone bears at its base the letters S, L, C, and S, which stand for our four cardinal principles: scholarship, leadership, character, and service. A keystone is the central stone at the crown of an arch that locks the other pieces together. It is placed by a builder to hold the arch in perfect stability. In the same way, the structure of our education must be held firm and true by the four virtues represented in this symbol. In addition, our emblem contains the flaming torch. From the earliest of times, the torch has been a symbol of knowledge. Unlit, it has no power to lead and guide. But once lit, it becomes a vital and beautiful flame. In the same way, the knowledge and wisdom in the minds of great men and women are without value until we unlock them for everyone to see and use. People of long ago lit their torches to guide them into the night. Now, people must light the torch of knowledge. This flame must never grow dim, but instead grow brighter and brighter. Our motto is, "Light is the symbol of truth."
Over the past year, the pandemic has changed our lives. It would have been easy to give up and not care. However, we adjusted and displayed resilience, learning to be flexible for whatever could happen next. Throughout this time, the National Honor Society has continued to provide aid to our community. Despite the pandemic and all else that has accompanied it, in this school year alone, we have continuously put our community first and have provided over 1,000 hours of community service. In addition, our chapter donated $700 to the Rockwood Gives Back program, which was established to help students at Rockwood who may not have access to food and other daily necessities. We also donated money to provide meals at the Ronald McDonald House, which helps out children across the St. Louis area. Through our dedication to service, we have directly had a positive impact on our community in Fenton, the Rockwood School District, and the greater St. Louis area.
Our guest speaker this evening is Dr. Gregory Baum. Dr. Baum graduated with a bachelor's degree in comparative literature from Brigham Young University in 2007. He completed a master's degree and doctorate in comparative literature at the University of Chicago. He has taught at Rockwood Summit for 4 years.
It's a privilege to be speaking with you today as part of the National Honor Society's induction ceremony. As a teacher, I have been impressed by the caliber of students who aspire to join NHS and who then carry out the commitments and obligations that accompany it. I'd like to speak briefly about the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. I hope that I can suggest ways that you might think about those values, ways you might practice them, and ways they might benefit you throughout your life. The term scholarship carries a whiff these days of both the onerous and the elitist. It suggests the reclusive academic whose niche interests, 16th century Venetian sumptuary laws, for example, are of interest and benefit to few, if any. But etymologically, scholarship is much more interesting. It can be traced back to the Latin schola, a word that meant both a room and a house, a school, and a group of people, and further back to the Greek schole, which could mean school as well, but also discussion, lecture, and leisure. In other words, the idea at the heart of scholarship, the quality of being a scholar, is active cultivation of the intellectual life in a way that is pleasurable as well as invigorating. While that might mean formal education, it also might not. Research continues to show that people who pursue their passions, learning about them, participating in them, mastering them, achieve more success and happiness than those who do not. As you pursue a life of scholarship, you'll find that an active intellectual life enriches your world and opens doors that might otherwise have stayed closed. Service, as one of the 4 pillars, asks each of us to understand ourselves in the broader context of a society and world that is infinitely complex. Technology has made solipsism, that retreat into ourselves and our own needs, that unexamined confidence in our own beliefs and views, more possible than ever. Service has the opposite effect. Service asks us to step outside ourselves, to consider others as our existential equals, to consider their needs independent of our own, and to consider the world they inhabit, which might be very different from ours, as equally worthy of respect and regard. While you might find that service comes naturally to you because of a cause you're passionate about, remember that service also occurs in the intimate and often much more difficult relationships at home and with friends. Engaging in service will help you to avoid not only the trap of self-centeredness, but it will also teach you to build healthy relationships and to find happiness outside of yourself. Members of the National Honor Society value leadership as another pillar of their organization. While many people confuse leadership with priority of place and position, it's important to remember that the best and most effective leadership is independent of your role in an organization, or your paycheck, or the title on your business card. The best leaders inspire others to do better by taking responsibility, by setting an example, and by establishing values and priorities that then guide their own actions. If you haven't learned this already, you will find that most people are eager to follow the lead set by someone with a clear vision and a sense of purpose. As leaders, whatever your position, you will help the people around you achieve more than they thought possible. The final pillar of the National Honor Society is character. People of good character are people who have trained themselves to act ethically, regardless of circumstance. The difficult part, of course, is that you are ultimately responsible for deciding what you believe is ethical, and then for training yourself to act that way, even when it's hard. The reality is that ethical behavior will be hard, at least some of the time. To be good sometimes will be more difficult than to be bad, or simply to be average. But if you remember that goodness, like any other trait, can be trained and sharpened and mastered, then you'll accept the times you fall short, dust yourself off, and try to be better the next time. Sometimes the rewards of good character seem very obvious. Sometimes they are subtle. But choosing to act with character is one of the foundations of civilized society, and it will be its own reward as you become a person worthy of your own respect and esteem. Thank you again for this opportunity to speak. I congratulate you on your accomplishments today, knowing that your membership in the National Honor Society will enrich your life and set you on a good path. I wish you the very best for the future.
Thank you, Dr. Baum. Now, in order to become a member of National Honor Society, one must exhibit 4 qualities held in high esteem by the society: scholarship, leadership, character, and service. Our officers will explain each of these 4 qualities.
Scholarship is a successful accomplishment of gaining knowledge that is accurate, thorough, and can be critically used. It is acquired by working hard for what you earn, which leads to a feeling of accomplishment. Scholarship is not measured by intelligence, but by how it is used and the amount of effort put forth. We should continue to learn even when formal education is over, for education ends only with the end of life. NHS members have the chance to continually expand their world through the opportunities inherent in scholarship.
Service is the act of giving back, whether it is to your community, school, or a charity. It is a matter of doing good deeds just because you want to. Not only does it help others, but it provides a sense of satisfaction as well. Service does not have to be complicated. It can be as effortless as getting a neighbor's mail or helping to carry in groceries that makes someone else's day a little better. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need, without monetary compensation or without recognition, is a quality we seek in our members. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow.
Leadership is taking charge, motivating everyone to achieve a common goal, and most importantly, being someone others can look up to. Leaders possess the traits such as cooperation, responsibility, patience, respect, and outstanding listening skills. These traits keep the group motivated while progressing towards a goal. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. Quality leadership is always needed. Thus, to lead is an important charge to each of our members.
An individual's moral qualities defines his or her character. This includes character traits such as courage, honesty, and loyalty, how one carries himself, how he treats others, and how he is perceived by others. A person of exemplary character is one that others can trust. A character is the product of constant action and commitment to making the right choice. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we hope to prove by example that we value character.
Now that the aims and objectives of a society have been established, you are ready to take the pledge. Inductees, please repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purpose of this society for which I have been selected, striving in every way to make its ideals the ideals of my school and my life. Now that you have taken the pledge, you are hereby officially accepted into our chapter of National Honor Society. On behalf of our sponsors, officers, and members, I'd like to congratulate you all on your achievements and welcome you to NHS.